Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your November 2017 general reading. There won't be any love readings this month, Sagittarius. I'm moving house, I've no internet, but I thought I'd do a general reading so you know the themes of the month. I pulled you an additional major and you got the Empress, okay? So you got the Empress twice. You got Empress around your work and your money. So the Empress is about creativity. She's very, very fertile. This can be giving birth to new projects, new jobs, new ideas. She's very, very creative. She also represents prosperity. So really, one of the best cards that can show up around money, particularly if you're trying to get some new creative projects off the ground, or you're trying to resolve some housing issues, because the Empress is about housing, family, home, prosperity, that sort of thing. So she's definitely one of the goddesses that represent abundance. So very, very nice money house, and you've got that card twice. Okay, so very good. So you enter November with two cards, the beautiful Fool card, and Sagittarius, I love seeing this for you. You seem to have an awful lot of death card in October, a lot of letting go, and the theme wouldn't go away. Okay, that's sort of what I felt was going on for you. A lot of leaving behind an old identity, maybe some grief to work through. But this is you potentially coming out the other side. And this is a new beginning, the new air, the new chapters that want to begin. And it's with the Ace of Wands, which is actualizing your potential. You know, sort of, it's about vitality, new projects, new passion, new vision. So, what a lovely way to start November. Just so optimistic. So much newness for you. It's like there's a blank canvas and you're about to go forward and make your mark on it. I am really pleased, Sagittarius. Challenging readings in October for you. So what you most want is a Two of Pentacles. So I'm guessing what that means is what you most want is to stop having to juggle life circumstances. The Two of Pentacles can sometimes mean that something has to be given up, okay, that you're trying to hold on to. But because this is what you most want, I'm assuming a lot of Sagittarius are having to like juggle too many things, and there's quite a lot of stress. You're trying to keep too many balls up in the air, and what you most want is to let go of some of these things that you're having to juggle, so your life can become a bit more manageable. So I don't know if that's for all Sagittarius, but it's definitely a sense of you want things to be less challenging, okay? Now what's helping you is the Six of Wands, which is the success, victory card. So there's an energy helping you work with this Two of Discs energy. So it could be anything, because you've got particularly good money energy. It could be you're having to juggle your finances too much, and there's some success which is allowing you to drop one of these discs that you're having to juggle, so your life can become more manageable, okay? But whatever that Two of Discs is you're being helped in balancing its energy out, okay? Now what's going against you is anxiety and worry, Sagittarius, okay? So let's talk about this card a little bit. Anxiety is about going into the future and imagining all the worst case scenarios, okay? It's about bringing the past into the future. It's also, we live in such a crazy world, and sometimes we imagine all these terrible things that can go wrong for us, and then we're up all night projecting these images into our future. Now, what I say about this card, Sagittarius, is I really believe in the power of visualization. If you don't want these thoughts in your future, you're going to have to try and find a way to stop thinking it, okay? Because the mind is a lousy master. And this is a challenge, is saying that you're allowing yourself to be controlled by anxiety and being controlled by your mind, because in your inner life, you've got the Star card. And this Star card, her third eye is wide open, and she is experiencing grace, okay, and divine healing. Her third eye is wide open. She's receiving visions. So these two are almost opposites, okay, because this is anxiety, but you have the Star card here. So the answer to this anxiety is to tune into the Star card. I'll talk about that more as we progress. But that Nine of Swords is allowing yourself to be mastered by your mind. And I think you need to become the master. You know, you're letting your thoughts dominate you. It's meant to be the other way around, Sagittarius, where we take control of our own minds. Okay? Now, in your relationship house, you've got the Emperor. So I've got two different meanings coming across here. This could be an Aries. Now, as a relationship card, the Emperor can be a bit of a, can represent someone who's quite, let me get the right word, quite not closed down, but quite standoffish, okay? They are not, the Emperor's energy goes to building businesses, manifesting. He'd be a really successful entrepreneur, but in the relationship house, there might be a sense of things being a bit cold and a bit frosty between you. For single Sagittarius, the Emperor would say, are you being too closed down? Because the Emperor is about having walls up, and you can't bring love into someone who's got too many walls up. Now, the Emperor showing up here would mean that either you and your current relationship, you're quite divided. If you're single, maybe it's saying that you need to try and yield a little bit, Sagittarius, and drop some of those walls so you can allow love in. Because the Emperor would be the Empress would be a softening. She's the opposite of the Emperor. She represents love, leading with the heart, leading with your sensuality, and the Emperor can be very stiff and very, very stiff, basically. So maybe look at the energy that you're giving off, Sagittarius, particularly if you're single and you want love. Are you allowing it in? Are you being gentle? Are you being soft with yourself and allowing the flow of love in? For others, this could represent being involved with an Aries person. I think your relationship's quite separate with the Emperor, to tell you the truth. Like you're doing your job and he's doing his, and you're not meeting in the middle very much. Different things for different people. I've explained the Empress and the Money House. Great card to have here, guys. Prosperity, creativity, birthing new projects, birthing new ideas. In your inner life, you've got the Star card. So the Star card is about divine grace, yeah? Grace controls everything, okay? It's grace that keeps this planet orbiting around space. Now, this is about tuning into your depths. It's about tuning into trust. It's also about being vulnerable and allowing yourself to be known, allowing yourself to be gentle and kind to your own self. Her third eye is also wide open, so she's got this connection with divine energy, and she trusts it completely. So this is really how you work with this Nine of Swords, Sagittarius, because this is you losing connection with the Star card, and the anxiety just running round in circles. So do all you can to bring yourself back to the Star card, the State of Faith. This is a beautiful card to get in your inner life. There's a sort of feeling of you being really connected with Spirit, and you're also giving out, as you can see, because as she receives her connection, she gives it out to the world, and then she's automatically restored. The Empress is very, very similar energy. So you might be called to help other people, help people less fortunate. No, because the Empress knows as she gives, she's automatically renewed. So two deeply feminine energies. I really, really like this for you. Now your outcome is a Nine of Cups, the wish fulfilling card. I'm going to leave it at that because it's such a great card to stop. It's about emotional happiness, pleasure, dreams coming true. It's about the heart chakra. It's about being true to yourself. It can be a little bit self-indulgent, Sagittarius, but you know what? I think a little bit of healthy self-interest is actually really good. Okay, too much of it, we go down the road of the devil, okay? But some where you look after your own self, where you look after your own needs, where you look after your own sense of happiness is absolutely essential. And that's what you're leaving the month of November with, this wish-fulfilling card, this feeling that you've got plenty and you're really happy and you're enjoying the fruits of your labour. Now, this is really quite an interesting reading. My only, and it's not even a concern, is the relationship dynamic is quite, I don't want to use the word frozen because I don't like that word. There's a lot of walls up here, guys. Either with someone or on your own, but do not worry about it, because maybe it's because your energy is going elsewhere, because these are beautiful. And once we connect to our inner depths, everything else comes from that. So spending time going within is never wasted time, because everything grows from there, and that's how we get the Nine of Cups and the wish-fulfilling energy. That's how we get this inner and then outer prosperity. It's about connecting with your own depths and then moving outwards. The Empress knows that too, by the way. So, fascinating reading. I'm so glad things are easier for you, Sagittarius, this month. Totally change of scene. There's a whole new pattern emerging. And I wish you all the best, Sagittarius. Bye.